Her name is Betty. I should call her Betty.
You will all refer to me by the name Betty.
And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. We are very sweaty today because we're having a heat wave.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Please excuse our shininess.
Shiny.
Today we are reviewing season 2 of Dirty John. Call to John.
Call to John.
Call to John.
John,
I know this hurts.
I know this hurts.
Amanda Peet plays the role of Betty in the new drama, and the story sees the family going from struggling young students to a wealthy family. However, when Betty suspects Dan of cheating, things go downhill in an extreme manner.
Season 1 of Dirty John I really enjoyed. I thought it was very different. It was very tense. I was on the edge of my seat for most of the season, and I was also trying to guess like what was going to happen, how were they
Yeah.
going to escape this. Yeah, and I really liked that. So when we were told that we were getting season 2 and Netflix gave us the screeners, I was like, yeah, it's kind of chomping into the bed. We got to watch this, babe. We got to watch this. It's going to be good. And then we watched it, and it's not what I expected.
Nah. No.
The two protagonists are fantastic.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Great actors. I loved Amanda Peet ever since Whole 9 Yards and Whole 10 Yards.
Yeah,
I've
she's
just
great.
loved her acting, her performance in that. It cracks me up, but I've kept an eye on her since then, non-stalkery eye. And I've just loved like her films. She does a wide variety of content, but I was like, her name was in this, and this was great. And then I saw Christian Slater, and I was like, yeah, pump up the volume, man, let's check it out.
Nothing to look forward to and no one to look up to.
They both are very good in the roles they play in this. However, this is not a happy series, and it's not really a thriller either.
No. It was like it had absolutely nothing to do with the first season whatsoever, which is fine because it's a totally different story. But it was nothing like the first season.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
The only connection that they share, is that it's a true or based on a true story. So I guess they could have picked any sort of true story that is like similar in nastiness as someone dies. And this one is all about the cold case, and it dips in and out of the family's lives in multiple timelines. So you jump backwards in like flashbacks and little bits of flashbacks. You see how they came to be, how they're in love, and then you see how things are spiraling out of control. And I thought that was very interesting to see how they performed that. I thought both actors really gave very convincing.
Amanda Peet was outstanding.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Like, exceptional.
Yeah, and Christian Slater, for the most part, he always has this air of he unnerves you a bit.
Yeah.
You never quite know what's going on behind it. You don't trust him, which I think was probably what the director asked for, which I thought was great.
And that's exactly what you had in the first season. But in this season, it kind of didn't make sense.
No, it didn't,
in a
because
way.
they tell you what, you know what's happened.
Yeah.
So you're just wondering how they're going to get to that.
Yeah.
To that
it's
end.
like, so the first season, you're on tenterhooks the whole time because you don't know what's going to happen. The story is unfolding as it's happening for you as the viewer. In this one, you already know what has happened, and now you just need to figure out how that happened.
So
and
then-
it's a totally different feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. So then the series for the majority is spiraling out of control from both sides, more Amanda Peet's side, and then it's basically a divorce, which is not really a TV series that I want to watch. Had it been remotely similar to the first season, I would be like, yeah, I'm very much, rooting for this to be better than it is. But I don't want to watch 8 episodes of eventually knowing what's going to happen in the end, just to see these people tear each other's lives apart to it end up horrifically, even if they've acted very well.
Yeah.
It's a weird story for them to have taken. That is not saying that it's excellently put together.
Yeah.
It's excellently acted. And the story is somewhat engaging. I do think they padded it out a lot, especially as you know what's happened. You definitely could have taken 2 or 3 episodes away and maybe had the pacing faster. And from all, like, the whole thing put together is well done.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can say, hey, it's not a good story. It's just not what I was expecting for this story.
Yeah. It's just because it's so different in feeling from the first season, which we loved.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would be very interested to hear what you have to say about it, because maybe we're just missing the obvious themes. Like maybe we've missed the nuances. I don't know. Just let us know if you have a different opinion, nicely and kindly, because we're allowed to differ. But like, just if we've missed something, just let us know, because it just felt so different.
It did, yeah. I mean, Christian Slater and Mandy Peet are great, and for that reason alone, it's worth watching, because to seeing their performances, as you said, especially Mandy Peet, fantastic, and especially the era, you really feel like you're in that era. The shoulder pads, the music, everything is relatable.
The makeup,
it's all very very good. So for performance-wise, for cinema. Alone, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But if you're expecting it to be like thriller-esque, similar to the first season, it is not that.
Yeah, it's more of a law drama.
Yeah.
That I felt.
Yeah.
And also, it reminded me of, is it The Sinner?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see the similarities? It's like it's this court case. It's like trying to figure out who's innocent and who's guilty and that sort of thing. And so it has that sort of feel. I would say, I guess we could say that if it's.
Could you say it's blah, 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 blah?
If you were to come at this as a completely different standalone series that is sort of like a legal drama, a drama in which you sort of people unravel and you sort of figure out who done it and why and what happened, and from that point of view, I think it's an excellent series.
Yeah.
It's just not, in my mind, not part of the Dirty John.
Yeah, absolutely.
Series.
Yeah, I think performance-wise and skill alone in the making of it, I would give this a B+, because it's very solid. It's very good. But for the story that I was expecting it just to be even on the tails of the name of the series, I think is a little bit unfair to the people that are expecting it to be like the first season. If had they named it something else, I probably still would have watched it, and it probably would be better because there'd be no expectation there.
Yeah.
So yeah, do let us know. I'm going to stick with a B+.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's excellently done. It was disappointing because of our expectations.
Yeah, so even though we're moaning about it, you can tell that it's still very good.
Yeah.
Even though if it felt like it was a bit dragged out.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much for watching this. Chat to us in the comments below, but most of all, until next time, remember.
Live long and Tuesday.
So sweaty, man.
Don't
oh my
melt
gosh.
in the heat.
Oh.